Basically, today we are going to do a recurrence relation where the increment is done in the multiples of 2. So let's suppose I'm having this function, that is void xyz, argument is integer n. And if I say that suppose I'm having an if statement that checks if the value of n is greater than 0, then in a for loop, I'm using a statement that is incrementing in the multiples of 2, correct? And in a for loop, there is some statement that I'm going to execute. And outside the for loop, I'm using a function that is recursively calling itself. So this is my program. Now let us check the time complexities. So we know that if I'm having this function, let's suppose the function is t of n. Then the recursive function will take tn minus units. We have already seen that this for statement where there is an increment by 2 condition, it takes log n plus 1 unit of time, and all the statements inside it takes log n unit of time. So the total recurrence relation that we get is Tn is equals to Tn minus 1 plus 2 log n. I can say that if statement also took 1 unit of time plus 2. Now since there are many constants involved in it, I can say that Tn is equals to Tn minus 1 plus log n. So the recurrence relation becomes as Tn is equals to Tn minus 1 plus log n for n greater than 0, and for n equals to 0, the value becomes 1. Okay, let us solve this statement. This becomes as Tn equals to Tn minus 1 plus log n. Let's suppose this is my equation 1. So what I have to do, find the value of n minus 1. So I'm going to substitute n minus 1 in this statement 1. So this becomes Tn minus 1. Over here if I put n value as n minus 1. So this becomes Tn minus 1 is equals to T n minus 1 minus 1 plus log n minus 1. So if I'm going to substitute this Tn minus 1 over here, the next statement that I get is Tn equals to Tn minus 2 plus log n minus 1 plus log n. So this I have copied just like this. So this becomes my next statement. Now what I have to do is I have to find the value of this Tn minus 2. So I have to substitute this n minus 2 in this equation 1 in the place of this n. So the next statement that I get is Tn minus 2 is equals to T n minus 2 minus 1 plus log n minus 2. Substituting this statement in equation 2, I get Tn equals to Tn minus 3 plus log n minus 2 plus log n minus 1 plus log n. This is my statement 3. Let's suppose, okay, first of all, just check it out that if I have a value of 3 over here, then I'm getting a value of 2 over here in the log statement. Okay, the maximum value that I'm getting in my log statements. So let's suppose I say that I continue this whole process for k steps until my stopping condition is met. until my stopping condition is met. So I can say that Tn is equals to Tn minus k. Why I have taken k over here, I'll just discuss, but just check it out that it becomes Tn minus k. Then the last log statement become n minus k minus 1, because I have just checked it out that if I'm having 3 over here, I'm taking the maximum of 2 in my log statements. Okay, and then I can say it becomes as log n minus 2 plus log n minus 1 plus log n, right? So what I have to check is now my stopping condition. According to my stopping condition, when n becomes 0, the value become 1. That is, I am having the value of t0 over here as 1. Correct? Coming back to my program, this becomes, see, I want t0 over here. I have a stopping condition for t0. So I can say that let n minus k is equals to 0. Okay, this becomes n is equals to k. So what I get is t n minus n, or I can say that k is equals to n. So this becomes Tn minus n is equals to log n minus n minus 1 plus up to log n minus 2 plus log n minus 1 plus log n. This becomes T0. This becomes log 1, and then it must be log 2 that I am getting, up to log n minus 2 plus log n minus 1 plus log n. Correct? So the value of t0 I was having as 1. So this become as some constant 1 plus. Now I want the result of this. We know that if I'm having a statement as log a plus log b, the answer is log a into b. This is my condition of log. So I can say that the answer of Tn is log of 1 into 2 into 3 up to n minus 2 into n minus 1 into n. This is the formula of what? N factorial. So I can say this is log n factorial. N factorial is not a time complexity, right? So if I'll expand this n factorial, how this become as? See, if I'll check this n factorial, this is n, this is approximately equals to n. Then there is n minus 1. I can say it is also approximately equals to n. Then I'm having n minus 2. I can say this is approximately equals to n. And I assume that all the following values are also equals to n. So the time complexity I can write as n raised to the power of n as upper bound. That is the highest value that any quantity over here can reach is n. So I have said that n factorial is n raised to the power of n as upper bound. So what I can say is Tn is equals to log n raised to the power of n. We already know that there is a condition that if there is a log a raised to the power of b, we can write it as b log a. So I can say that this becomes n log n.